Hello, and welcome to Enough and Evolving podcast. I'm your host, Tiona Vallejo, Master Certified Life Coach and Mindfulness Expert, helping you reclaim confidence, break through unhelpful patterns, and manifest the relationships and life you desire. Now let's get started. Hey friends, welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 19. What are we talking about today? It's affirmations. I'm so excited about this topic. It is something that has been really a game changer in my life, is using affirmations, but more specifically, learning how to use affirmations and why sometimes they fail. And so let's dive in to our topic today. I personally believe that affirmations have helped me focus my attention in the direction that I want to go in my life. They've helped me create better opportunities, both in my relationships as well as in my business. And so I'm excited to share with you today about how I have used affirmations to work for me and not against me. Now, let's break down, first of all, what affirmations really are. I believe that affirmations are simply intentional thoughts that we use. They're statements, right? And we can choose to practice these statements on purpose so that they support who we want to be, where we want to go in our lives, what kind of goals we want to create, our business or our relationships. They're often like weights in the gym or repetitions of an exercise that you'd use to get stronger. So again, affirmations are simply statements. Understanding that we are always affirming all day long. It is important to recognize what you are affirming. Is it something that is making you feel worse about yourself, or is it something that is supporting you and moving you in the direction that you're wanting to go? That is really the most important part, is slowing down and paying attention to what it is you're affirming. Just like on our last episode, we talked about, not this last one, but the one before that, we talked about self-talk and how important it is to become aware of what you're always telling yourself. This is the same thing. We're always affirming. What are you affirming is the question. Now, I have a lot of people that tell me, well, wait, Ty, I've tried positive affirmations and they just are getting frustrated because they're not working and they just make them feel worse. And what I say to that is, the reason that that is feeling worse isn't the affirmation or the statement itself. It's that that statement is too far of a jump for where you are, for what you currently are feeling. So if you're experiencing that, if you're feeling like, oh, well, I've tried to manifest using affirmations, but I feel stupid, it feels ridiculous, something like that. It may be because the affirmation is so vastly different than what you've been currently practicing or what you've been currently believing, or the affirmations that you have or statements that you have been affirming. So if you're wanting to feel more abundant, you're wanting to feel wealthier, and you're practicing, I am wealthy, I am abundant, but you're actually stressed out about money, then of course those affirmations aren't going to resonate. They aren't going to feel true to you. And what the nervous system is going to do is it's just going to respond with, whoa, alert, mismatch, something's not, working here. And it's not going to create that vibration, that frequency that you're wanting the affirmation to create. Instead, what it's going to create is resistance. You're going to feel worse, most likely, because you're going to feel that dissonance of wanting to have something but not having it, right? So noticing that, first of all, and second of all, the way that I like to use affirmations are more for creating a bridge towards the direction you want to go. It's not using them to gaslight yourself or to create that resistance. So, an example again, if you've been someone who's been worrying about money and you want to feel more abundant, then you might say something like, I am open to receiving more abundance in my life, or I'm learning to trust that I have enough, or money always shows up when I need it. Or sometimes I even like to ask myself a question, such as, what if it's possible that money can feel easier? When you are using affirmations as a bridge towards the direction that you want to go, you're wanting to open up a window, create more possibility than you're currently allowing yourself to see. Because the truth is, there are infinite possibilities out there, but we get so stuck in experiencing just our unlimited viewpoint that we build all this evidence towards this one viewpoint that we're holding tight. And that's all we're able to see or experience. So if you're wanting to change how you're experiencing life, then you're going to want to move in the direction of possibility, using affirmations to kind of pry open that door just a little bit so that you can feel into more possibility, not feel so drastically different than what you're currently feeling, because that will just create more resistance, like we just talked about. With affirmations that use possibility, you can see these affirmations to create less resistance, and the nervous system can relax. And therefore, when your nervous system is relaxed and regulated, then you will align with what you want to manifest. It's the regulated nervous system that you're really after in using these affirmations. Now, it's so essential that you take into account what you're currently feeling in the moment. Remember, that is going to help you so that you're not trying to jump too far from a lower state into a really high state. So an example in, let's say, a relationship issue would be if you're feeling currently powerless, let's say in a relationship challenge that you're having, and you're wanting to affirm that everything is working out for you, but you're not believing that particular affirmation in the moment, then you might start with something a little bit closer to what you're currently feeling, which is, I forgive myself for believing that I should feel differently than I am currently. Or I forgive myself for believing that I shouldn't feel what I'm feeling in this moment. So it's creating a little bit more acceptance around what you're feeling can be a beautiful bridge towards that direction that you want to go. Another affirmation would be something like, my emotions are a natural human response, and I get to choose where I focus my attention, because what I give attention to expands. Those affirmations are going to help you regain your power again. Instead of feeling powerless, you're stepping into this possibility of taking your power back. Now, some of my favorite affirmations that have gotten me through challenges in my life include, I am whole, I am worthy, or using questions like, what if nothing has gone wrong? Or I don't need to earn my worth. I am 100% worthy. Or again, a question, what if this is for me? That kind of moves us in that direction of acceptance. Or I can choose to trust myself. Anytime you use the words I can choose in front of the direction that you're wanting to go, that can also be kind of that bridge, that step a little bit in that direction where it's like, I don't believe, that I'm quite there yet, but I can choose to wander in that direction. And then the universe has my back. That's a really nice one to remind yourself that, there's always a greater plan that you can trust. Everything is working out for me is something that I have always found is very comforting. I can do hard things. That can be really motivational. Done is better than perfect is an awesome one to just get work out there when you're struggling with perfectionism. What if something greater is possible? That is another great question that opens up possibility. I am open to receiving in fun and unexpected ways. I don't need to control things around me to feel safe. Those are some of my favorite affirmations that I continue to come back to over the years. Now, if I were just starting to use affirmations, I suggest that you try a few different things. One is that you take some of those affirmations that I just repeated that might have resonated with you and write them out on a Post-it, place them somewhere that you can see them every day. So maybe that is in your medicine cabinet mirror or in your bathroom or on your fridge or something like that. Another thing you can do that I've done before is I put them on my phone. I've even put them on my calendar as like scheduled events that go off as a reminder at different times of the day to remind you to affirm those things. That can be really helpful. Another thing that can be helpful is you record a voice memo for yourself of you repeating some of your top, let's say 10 affirmations that you want to practice on a daily basis. And then another thing you can do is look for meditations that have affirmations that you, again, resonate with, nothing that would cause any kind of triggered feelings or resistance. And then lastly, you can use affirmations for when you're journaling. This can be very helpful in helping you focus your attention in the direction that you want to go, building evidence that affirms whatever it is that you're working on affirming. So let's say that you're wanting to affirm that things always work out for you. Journaling every day, 3 things that back that affirmation so that you can start to build strength in that belief. So I hope this has been helpful in thinking about affirmations and how you can start to use them to empower you more in your life. I don't believe affirmations are about necessarily pretending. I think they're more about practicing a new possibility, practicing a new perspective, practicing a new identity. And over time, what once felt impossible starts to feel familiar. The goal isn't to force yourself to believe something that feels untrue. The goal is to gently expand your capacity to believe something more supportive, more empowering, and more aligned with the life you're creating for yourself. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. As always, remember, you are enough and you are evolving. Have a great week. If you're listening to this and you're recognizing yourself in these patterns, this is exactly the work I do inside my coaching. This isn't something you have to figure out alone. If you're ready to feel more confident, grounded, and self-trusting, I'd love to support you. Check out the show notes to book a consultation coaching call today.